Intermittent fasting, is it overhyped? Everyone says intermittent fasting is the holy grail of fat loss. But what if it's just another overhyped shortcut? I'm Dennis, aerospace engineer and fitness coach. My job is designing systems that can fail mid-flight. Now I engineer systems that can fail mid-life. And today we're debugging one of the biggest myths in modern fitness. Intermittent fasting, is it worth it? The promise versus the data. Intermittent fasting sounds perfect. Skip breakfast, save time, burn fat, all while feeling productive. It's a biohacker's dream. A six-pack by doing less. But here's the truth. When researchers finally tested it in real humans, things got complicated. A 2020 study by Lowe and colleagues looked in the famous 16-8 fasting style. Guess what? People didn't lose more weight than those who just ate normally. Even worse, they lost more muscle. That's like upgrading your software but deleting the operating system. So no. Fasting isn't a magic calorie glitch. Without enough protein or resistance training, your body burns you instead of fat. The engineering behind fasting, number 2. Let's look at this like engineers. Your body runs on 2 fuel modes, glucose and fat. When you fast, you switch from carb mode to fat burn mode. That metabolic switch, called metabolic flexibility, is what the 2019 review by Madsen called a cellular stress upgrade. Your body becomes better at cleaning up damaged, recycled old cells, even improving insulin sensitivity. That's the theory. And in animals, it works beautifully. But in humans, the benefits depend heavily on how you fast. Wrong timing, pure diet, no training, and you just feel tired and cranky. It's not fasting that's powerful, it's the recovery process it triggers if the system is designed right. Timing is everything. Here's where most people miss the point. When you eat matters as much as how much you eat. Studies from Sutin and Jamshed 2022 show that early time-restricted eating, finishing meals before 4 p.m. improved insulin sensitivity, blood pressure and even energy without weight loss. Why? Because your metabolism runs on a circadian clock. Your body's engines work best earlier in the day, not at midnight. So eating late, even if you fast 16 hours, is like fueling a rocket right before landing. It just doesn't help the performance. That means if you want fasting to work, shift your eating earlier, not later. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. is more effective than 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. Not because of calories, but because of circadian biology. Still, even the best timing doesn't make fasting perfect. Talking about timing, it may be a good time to give me a subscribe. The reality check. Alright, let's separate hype from reality. This study, it tested calorie restriction and time-restricted eating. Result? No extra weight loss, no extra metabolic boost, just the same outcome as normal dieting. So if you're fasting just to lose weight, the data says right now it's just not better, it's just different. As an engineer, that's a clear signal. Fasting isn't a feature upgrade, it's a different interface for calorie control. Some people find it easier, fewer decisions, simpler structure. Others crash, overeat later or lose muscle. The system works if it fits you, not the other way around. Downsides people ignore. Let's talk about what influencers never mention. Fasting can backfire. It was found out that people lost lean muscle mass. That's not fat, that's function. Muscle is your metabolic engine. Lose it and you slow down every future fat loss attempt. And long-term, American Heart Association recently reported that extreme 8-hour eating windows were linked to higher cardiovascular mortality. Now that's an observational study, not causation, but still, it may be worth to consider it. Too little recovery, too much stress, too long fasting windows, and you risk burnout, not benefits. Engineering your fast the smart way. So let's engineer a better fasting protocol. Shift the timing earlier. Eat between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., not late evening. That aligns with your circadian rhythm, proven in studies like Sutin 2018 and Jamshed 2022. Step 2. Protect lean mass. Every fasting plan must include strength training and enough protein. Think of 1.6 to 2.2 grams of kilogram of body weight daily. Without that, fasting is like removing fuel and expecting the engine to upgrade itself. Step 3. Don't overdo it. 3 to 4 fasting days a week, like the 4-3 model from this study, worked best for weight loss and adherence. Why? Because sustainability beats perfection. Step 4. Hydrate, sleep, and track. Fasting without recovery is just stress in disguise. Number 7. The mindset upgrade. Most people chase hacks, but the best results come from systems. Fasting isn't a miracle, it's a tool, a structured way to control intake, reset habits, and improve metabolic efficiency. But like any system, it needs calibration. If you treat fasting like a religion, you'll burn out. If you treat it like an experiment, you learn what works. That's what real engineering is about. Test, adapt, and repeat. And when your system runs smoothly, you won't need motivation. You'll just operate. So here's the verdict. Intermittent fasting isn't overhyped, it's misunderstood. It's not about skipping meals. It's about syncing with your biology, protecting muscle, and designing a lifestyle you can actually sustain. If you value data over hype and want systems that work for real life, hit subscribe and don't miss the next one. So thank you for watching, and until next time, this was Dennis. Bye.